Alright, what's up everybody? So instead of going over Key Soz's videos, now this time we're going to go over DNQXSRNT707. This most random name, don't know what it is, but this guy basically stated that he's an expert on the subject of the size of the One Piece planet, and he thinks it is a sun. And he also thinks it's possible to be a solar system size in itself. As you can see in this scan he wrote here, and he said, if anyone wants to debate me, let me know, Discord in bio, anytime, anywhere, come at me if you want that smoke. And literally all the comments underneath that basically said, you're stupid, you're biased, Naruto claps. And then as you get lower, you can actually see Bet, want to debate me? Like I asked to debate him, and then he ducks straight away. And then everybody's like, check out this guy. Why is he ducking? But you won't debate Happy? Like you're willing to debate all these other random creators, but he's ducked me on every video. And this is the whole reason why we're making these YouTubes, is because these people don't want to debate me. And the reason why I want to debate is just so that they can pull out all their arguments, instead of what he's done is literally just clip different sections of my voice, replaced like the video that I initially had with his video to make him look good. So he literally used different panels to what I was saying, or he would even slow down my voice, make it high pitched to sound like I'm weird. Like he literally just slanders. Like even in the comment section, you can see here, 200 plus debates, blah, blah. I'll challenge you to a pull-up challenge. Let's do it. Like every time he makes a stance, he immediately concedes and then tries to change the debate topic to something else completely every time. So it's pretty obvious how bad these videos are going to be that I'm reacting to, but let's get into it.
So since you're asking for an exact panel.
So I asked for an exact panel proving that the One Piece world is the size of a solar system or has more gravity. And this is his response.
So explain this one. Kumo's pad cannon can reject things at the speed of light. After rejecting Luffy, it took 3 days to get to Amazon Lily. Traveling at light speed for 1 day is enough to get you out of our solar system. So that's 3 solar systems.
So the problem with this Kuma pad cannon argument is that all of the Straw Hats arrived in 2 days. So if they're all traveling at light speed and it all took them 2 days, but they all went different distances, some of the distances were half the distance that other people traveled. Luffy arguably went the shortest distance. So if Luffy took 2 days to go literally next to where he originally was being sent from, then this would mean it's not because of the distance that it took so long. It's simply because the ability, no matter what happens, seems to pop people out 2 days later. And he never responded to that. He never answered it. He just said, no, he just ignored it. That's pretty much it.
Power up, he was able to dodge light. That's fine, I give you that. Light has been a joke in One Piece since the introduction of Kizaru. So according to this, KCM and Luffy's gears are now multipliers.
So note that he said KCM and Luffy's gears are now multipliers. If you read the screenshot that I sent, or that he clipped of me, it literally says there's no such thing as KCM and gear multipliers. And he's trying to twist it to say that eventually Naruto's best feat was dodging Light Fang.
And Luffy dodging light didn't count because he was using Haki. So if it doesn't count because Luffy was using Haki even though he was in base form, are we going to take Naruto's one light speed feat because he was using Sage Mode and Six Path and KCM?
Apparently that's his best feat. You can tell that people haven't actually read the novels or watched Boruto when you think that's his best feat. Anyways, so he's saying this Light Fang attack is his best feat and he's using all of his modes. But he omitted one important piece of information. See this panel? Madara was holding Naruto down. That's why he struggled to dodge. Secondly, he didn't actually dodge it until it had already reached him, destroyed the staff, and then he starts moving. So this is significantly faster than Luffy, who had miles and miles of distance between him and the attack. He had Haki, so he was predicting it. And so he's aim dodging and predicting. So that's 2 things that would downscale his speed. Because if Naruto was given the same distance to dodge and he had no one holding him, he would have easily dodged it like he has dodged every other one of attacks of Madara. Yeah, this whole argument in itself is dumb because it's like, okay, let's take Luffy from Alabasta Arc and see how he does. Because The thing is that that's not his best feat. The best feats for Naruto in base, who was sick and ill, was able to dodge photon guns. These are photons. Photons are light. And because he did that, this literally means that Naruto in base, this is without KCM because he had no chakra, he couldn't use Kurama, he was really sick, and because the chakra was severed, like the whole system that he had from him, he couldn't access any chakra, not just Kurama's chakra, but his own. And he was dying. And he could like barely move, and at times he just like was unconscious in the novel. And the Retsuden novels are canon. And in this novel, this assassin tries to shoot him and he dodges it in base. So you add all those other modes, he's already several times faster than light. As soon as you add all the different modes, including Baron mode. Which he didn't even talk about, by the way. He still thinks that Sage 6 Path mode is the best form of Naruto. Anyways, moving on.
Ouch. Also, going by this logic, Goku's Super Saiyan modes are not multipliers. Gear second multiplying.
So that's a false equivalence because Goku has stated canon multipliers. Like in the data books, it says Super Saiyan 1 is this multiplier, 2 is this multiplier, and so forth. Whereas Luffy does not. So that debunks it in itself. Ichigo has stated multipliers. Whereas people will make up numbers and say from gear 2, it's like a 10 times multiplier, and gear 3 and so forth. Which is all cap, because it's never stated. And that's what I was trying to make my point about there, is that it has to be stated, it has to be a canon material that's actually saying that this particular form has this multiplier. And Luffy does not. Goku does. And so does Ichigo.
Go. We've been talking about photons for years. Luffy, base, photon beam. You debunked yourself. Congrats.
No, I didn't actually debunk myself because I've already debunked this photon feat on my YouTube. If you look at the whole episode or even the manga of the Foxy arc, you can see that it's clearly inconsistent. Straight after, in Marineford, he gets blitzed by Kizaru. He gets kicked so far that he lands on Whitebeard's chest. If he was able to dodge light, he would have dodged Kizaru several hundred times pre-time skip. But he didn't. And every time he got blitzed, every time they came across a pacifista, they thought they were the scariest things. They ran away from them for, I don't know how many chapters. It was like, what, 20? 20 chapters. They're just running from pacifistas with lasers. Lasers that they couldn't dodge, they couldn't deal with. So if you think that that's consistent, that's bias scaling. It's not consistent within the show that at pre-time skip, Luffy was able to dodge light. If you count the amount of times that he was hit by Foxy's beams, it's something like 100 times. And then the one time where he starts missing, Foxy himself says he wasn't aiming for Luffy. He was aiming for the mirror. And this exact scene here, you can see that Foxy is shooting beams at the mirror. And then the mirror is reflecting those slow beams at Luffy. So Luffy doesn't even need to dodge. He just needs to dodge the punching things because the beams weren't even going for him. They just became like a bit of an obstacle for him to try dodge. And if he couldn't dodge it, then yeah, he gets hit by the gloves. So this isn't a speed feat.
So this is going to be a quick debunk video. If you're not interested, keep scrolling. So a while back, I was asked to make a theory on the size of the One Piece planet. So I did, but this is not what that's about. So Happy mentioned that the mass of Jupiter is 11 times that of the Earth. But as you can see here, the mass is 318 times more. What he measured was the diameter, which is only 11 times. So if you do 10 to the power of 32 times 77, yes, you still get 33. And if you do 318, you still get 34, which is still planetary. But what was stated was times 7, so that's 2,226. We puts it up to 35, which is now a large planet.
So conceded that it's still planet level. And my whole point is, even if they were to be large planet level, that doesn't improve their feats. It literally doesn't. In power scaling, even if you prove that the planet that they're on is large planet, it doesn't improve their feats. It would literally just mean they're still planetary feats. Large planet is still planetary. So he's trying to say, though, that because it's a large planet, that there's more gravity.
Canon. Naruto can be 1 billion times faster than light. Luffy is faster than time. He can hit someone that can see the future.
So, no, this is false. If he was faster than time, he'd be faster than the Flash. So that's an immediate debunk. And the next thing is although he can see 5 seconds into the future, it doesn't mean much. It's only been proven to allow him to dodge those pacifistas' lasers, which were light. So if he's able to dodge light using the help of Ken Bushoku Haki, that doesn't put him faster than light. And he hasn't proven any feats that will put him faster than light. He hasn't beaten Kizaru. He hasn't successfully been so fast that he could blitz these lasers. See, Naruto has actually out-jumped light. And this is in the Boruto manga. And with Baron mode, he was so fast that he was able to be beyond Sasuke's Sharingan. And when Sasuke had the Sharingan back with Haku, he was able to see Haku's movements, and Haku was moving at light speed. But the thing is that Sasuke only had one Tomoe then. Now, he not only does he have 3 Tomoe, he also has the Mangekyo Sharingan, which is far superior to that. Plus he has the Rinnegan. And Naruto was able to blitz Sasuke's vision, meaning that Naruto must be faster than light. Whereas Luffy does not have any feats that would put him faster than light. If anything, in Wano arc, as I mentioned before, he got blitzed by Apu, who used like a sound attack. So that means like Luffy's the speed of sound. And then again, he gets blitzed by Kaido when he's like in his base form, using Thunder Bagua. So he's constantly getting blitzed by lightning attacks. He's getting blitzed by sound. So Luffy's speed scaling is not very consistent. Unless if he was aim dodging and, you know, had all the time in the world to prepare using his precognition, then he's able to do some crazy speed feats. But in most instances, it's been proven wrong. And in this case, it would mean Naruto would beat Luffy.
Even with these attacks, he was already struggling, and Sasuke had to help him out. Even then, half of Kurama and the Susanoo got obliterated, and these were only elemental chakra attacks. Naruto tells Sasuke to take care of the kids, and then Momoshiki throws a big ball, which he says is all over. Sasuke mentions that Naruto can easily obliterate a projectile, but if he does, it will destroy the surrounding area. Sakura explains that while trying to save the village, he collapsed and they took him away. And we see the aftermath of the blast. Not once was the world mentioned or anything other than the village.
So apparently this makes Naruto village level. What this guy doesn't seem to understand, if the character has been proven to deal with moon level characters in the past, that means any attacks that he's struggling with in the future also scales to that. So even if that ball was only a village size, the ball itself has the attack potency to destroy planets. So it could harm Naruto, and it did. It knocked him out unconscious. As a person that was able to withstand moon level attacks from Kaguya and all the past threats that like Toneri's laser and so forth, he still just got knocked out. So saying that it's village size, even though Momoshiki is the one that would be scaling to him here, like if he's able to harm Naruto, that would mean Momoshiki scales to Naruto based off what Naruto's achieved so far. So yeah, debunked. So instead of making 20 billion videos on TikTok, I just made one big one on YouTube, so I can't misinterpret his words because he keeps saying, "Ooh, I wonder how he's going to twist it today." Well, I don't twist anything. I literally just put it all out there. And you had your chance to debate, but now you've officially been debunked. So, peace.
Luffy is faster than time. He can hit someone that can see the future.
Bitch, are you dumb?
Pardon me?
Are you dumb?
I think she's
I
dumb.
think she's dumb.
I think she's dumb.
I think
Are
you're
you, like, medically speaking, are you like,
Like, I'm not trying to be mean. Like, are you dumb?
are you, I think she's dumb.
I think she's dumb.
I think she's dumb. I think, is she, do you think
Oh,
she's dumb?
Super Mario Brothers